old house creaked around me, each groan of ancient timber a drumbeat against my racing heart. Dust motes danced in the slivers of moonlight, piercing the boarded-up windows, illuminating the chill that had settled in my bones, a chill far deeper than the autumn night outside. My friends, Sarah and Liam, were huddled beside me, their faces pale and drawn in the flickering candlelight. We were in the attic, a place whispered about in hushed tones, a place rumored to be unsettled. It started with a dare, of course. A foolish, childish dare on a night that felt ripe with shadows and secrets. Sarah had found the box in her grandfather's belongings, a tarnished wooden chest that smelled of mothballs and something else, something faintly metallic, like old blood. Inside, nestled amongst yellowed photographs and brittle lace, was a music box. It was ornate, with intricate carvings of intertwining vines and strange, unsettling faces peeking from the foliage. But it was the melody that truly unnerved us. When Sarah wound it up, a delicate, tinkling tune filled the attic, yet it was discordant, almost mournful, with notes that seemed to twist and snag, like fingers caught in a phantom breeze. We'd only intended to listen for a moment, to laugh it off as a creepy old trinket. But as the music played, a profound weariness washed over me, a desire to simply close my eyes and rest. Liam, usually the most boisterous of us, sat slumped against a trunk, his breathing shallow. Sarah, her hand still on the winding key, began to hum along, her eyes unfocused. Then the music box began to play on its own. The melody shifted, becoming more insistent, more urgent. The tinkling notes deepened, transforming into a guttural growl that seemed to emanate not just from the box, but from the very air around us. The shadows in the attic deepened, coalescing into indistinct shapes that writhed and contorted at the edge of my vision. I squeezed my eyes shut, a silent scream trapped in my throat. When I dared to open them, the scene had changed. The candle had guttered out, plunging us into near darkness. Sarah and Liam were no longer beside me. Instead, I saw them across the attic, their bodies unnaturally still, their faces turned towards a corner I hadn't noticed before. A faint, phosphorescent glow pulsed from that corner, and within it, I could see movement. Not the fluid movements of living things, but jerky, puppet-like twitches. A low, rasping whisper filled the air, seeming to come from everywhere at once. It wasn't a language I recognized, but the intent was clear: hunger. A gnawing, ancient hunger. I could feel it pressing in on me, a cold, suffocating weight. I wanted to run, to scream for help, but my limbs felt leaden, rooted to the floor. Suddenly, the music box let out a final, piercing shriek, and the glowing presence in the corner lunged. I felt a searing cold, a violation that went deeper than skin. It was as if something had reached into my very essence, twisting and tearing. Then, a different sound. A wet, tearing sound, followed by a choked gasp. I stumbled backward, tripping over something unseen. As I fell, my hand brushed against something cold and smooth. It was the music box, lying on its side. The lid was ajar, and something dark and viscous was oozing from within, spreading across the dusty floorboards. And then I saw Sarah's eyes. They were wide open, staring into the darkness with an expression of pure, uncomprehending terror. But they were Sarah's eyes anymore. They glowed with the same sickly phosphorescence I had seen moments before. Liam was nowhere to be seen. The rasping whispers intensified, circling me like predatory birds. I scrambled to my feet, adrenaline surging through my veins, and fled the attic, the distorted melody of the music box echoing in my ears, a chilling lullaby for the darkness that had claimed my friends. I never went back. I never dared to. And sometimes, on quiet nights, I still hear that dreadful tune, a ghostly reminder of what lurks in the shadows, waiting for an invitation. You've just heard the tale of the attic music box, a story from the Aqeela files. If you enjoyed this chilling encounter, don't linger in the dark too long. Subscribe to the Aqeela files for more tales that will haunt your nightmares. And remember, sometimes the music box plays for you.